Aloha and welcome. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about Chapter 31's project of controlling an LED with the web. And this is for the Pico W. And there's not much really to show you here in the PDF. I'm going to go quickly to our Visual Studio Code. It does have a little bit of information. If you don't understand much about HTML, hypertext markup language, it's got an explanation in here. It's pretty simple stuff. Just know that you've got a bunch of tags and you've got things, you've got usually, not all the time, but usually have opening and closing markup language like head has a slash head. Meta is one of those exceptions that doesn't have a closing one. Title does. So it's just structured markup language for marking up a document that you're going to see on the web. So go through this if you need some information on that. But otherwise, we're just going to jump right into the code. And the code looks like this. I did notice that some people were showing me their credentials earlier. I had hidden it up above on the screen, and that's really a sloppy way of doing it. The way you really should do it is put your credentials, which are simply SSID and password. Just put SSID equals whatever and password equals whatever into a separate file like this, a credentials.py file. You can name it whatever you want, but then you'll have to do a from credentials import SSID and password, and that'll give you the information here. But if you're doing a video, you won't be showing people that. So that's really helpful. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this project, and I'll go through it real quick. It's not that complicated. There is a little bit of finesse in parts of it, but I'll explain that. So right here we have LED equals machine.pin, LED machine pin out. So we're setting up the LED to be to get the output that we send to 0 or 1. We're setting up our Wi-Fi to be a receiver client right here using station. And then we're disconnecting, saying active, then we're connecting to our SSID. This is going to take a little while to do, usually 5-6 seconds. In the meantime, we've got this define web page, and this is really just going to go and set up the web page that the Pico is going to serve back out to whatever is trying to connect to it. And then down here, we're saying, because remember, we just up above this, we tried connecting to the thing, to our router or whatever we're using. And down here, we're just saying, okay, is it connected? Nope. Then sleep for a second, say connector or wireless router. Hey, is it connected? Nope. And we're just going to loop until we get it. Then you're going to see Wi-Fi connect is successful, and it's going to print out the information like your IP address and everything else. That IP address is going to be necessary because you're going to take that IP address and you're going to plug that into a browser of your choice. Doesn't matter what it is. You're just going to put in that, put that into Safari, Edge, Chrome, whatever you're using. And then you go down and we're setting up a socket. And it's going to use TCP. We're binding it to port 80 over here. Then this isn't really necessary, but this I think sets up a queue of maybe five possible simultaneous connections. Then we're going to go into a loop here. We're going to accept a connection. So we're just going to wait here. This is a blocking command. So it's going to get to this point. It's going to wait. It's going to listen on the socket until something tries to connect. Once it connects, it's going to receive the header information from it, and it's going to translate that into a string. And then it'll print out what it sees. Then it's going to look into that text that it got, and it's going to look for this right here. And what that's looking for is a little snippet that will come from the web page once they've gotten it. It's going to say LED on or off, and that way it'll know the state of the LED. So it's going to look. The first time you connect, it's not going to have this information in there. So anyway, it will say, hey, is LED on? Was it found at position 6? If so, then it's going to print out LED on over here locally. Then it's going to set the value to 1, and it's going to light up our LED, or it's going to do the opposite. And this is what's going to happen on the first run through. It's going to be LED off, and it's going to turn it off. So if we go in here and the next thing we're going to say if the value is 1, the GPIO state is on. Otherwise, the GPIO state is off. Then it's going to call web page. It's going to set up this thing. It's essentially going to check to see the values of the LED and to set whether it's on or off. It's going to go, and this is the web page that it's serving up, and it's got the GPIO state in here. And notice that these are the things it's going to call. It's going to call whatever URL it had, like 192.168.1 dot, let's say 229. It's going to have slash question mark LED equals on or LED equals off, depending on which one you click on. So then we go back down there after we've created this text web page. Then we're going to send the header that a server sends out. Then we're going to put that web page with it, and then we're going to close the connection. And then we wait for the next connection. So that's how it works. As they click on that, it's going to send either a LED on or an LED off. Then our program takes that and either turns it on or off accordingly. So that's all this program does. So I will go ahead and run the program, and hopefully nothing breaks. Oh wait, I probably need to, yeah, I need to unplug and plug back in, as it's wont to do. All right, now that I've unplugged it and plugged it back in, Pico is lost. Oh, poor Pico. Let's run it again. Connect, 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 and hello. So, oh, it looks like it already has a connection because I left Chrome connected on it. But normally what we do is we just grab this right here, and we take that IP address, and then we go over to a, right here, I've already got it. So we would go in here, we just put in that address, hit enter, and it would feed this. And now I'm going to click on and off, but I'm going to share my screen with you. So hold on just a second while I pull up my controls here. And let's see, there we are. I'm going to share the other video. Let's go to the, yeah, let's stop the share. And now I'm going to click on the on button on that web page. When I do that, we get it on, yay. And then if I click on off, it turns it off. If I hit on, it turns it on. And if I hit on again, it just stays on, then click off. So we are now controlling this through the website. So all we're doing is we're clicking on, and that sends the, it sends the TCP connection to it with the information there. So the header has the LED on right now. And I send the LED off, and that's how it looks. So this is project 31.1, and it's rather easy. You can run it as is, and there's, there's not a lot of mystery to it, but I want you to look at it and understand what you're doing here. You're setting up that socket, you're connecting as a client to your AP, you're gonna be setting up your TCP socket there, then you're gonna connect to that socket, and you're going to, what happens in the web browser, you're going to be sending it that signal through TCP to turn on and off that LED. So anyway, that is the project, and I hope you enjoy this one. This is we're going to do this in one other project, and let me know how this goes for you.